Good morning, my dear children. I hope you are all fine. I welcome you in today's e-lesson. The chapter which we are going to do today is from Supplementary Reader, and the name of the chapter is Children at Work. Sadly, when we refer to children, this is the scenario in our country. Child labor is rampant and human trafficking is a large business. Although these children belong to lowmost rank of the society, they don't even have access of hygienic food and water. Moreover, thousands of children are pushed to work at a very tender age. So in this chapter, we are going to read about two such children, Velu and Jaya. This story is an extract from the book From Trash on Ragpicker Children and Recycling by Geeta Wolf, Anushka Ravishankar and Arijit Singh. So before we begin with the story, let me throw some light on the authors of this story. Geeta Wolf. Geeta Wolf has authored over more than 17 books for children and adults. She is highly original and creative voice in contemporary Indian publishing. Many of her children's books have won major international awards. Anushka Ravishankar. Anushka Ravishankar has successfully carried the nonsense verse tradition of Edward Lear and Lewis Carroll. She is an internationally acclaimed Indian writer. Anushka has over 18 books to her credit. Arijit Singh. Arijit Singh is a graphic designer from Ahmedabad. He is the co-founder of People Tree, the well-known enterprise that promotes design and artisanal and marketing collaborations. Arijit Singh is also a well-known illustrator. His comic book River of Stories, based on the social and environmental issues in the Narmada Valley, won critical acclaim. So let us discuss plot of the story. The story Children at Work is based on the real-life experiences of Velu, a runaway village child, and Jaya, who is surviving in a big city all by herself as a rag picker. Later, Velu also ends up as a rag picker in the big city and faced harsh realities of life. Let us know more about the story. Velu was an 11-year-old boy. He had run away from the home because his father used to beat him, so he was fed up with his life. He got into a railway train without a ticket. He had to do so because he had no money. He escaped the ticket collector's notice because he did not come to that unreserved compartment. He got off the train at Chennai Central. His legs were unsteady, as if he was still standing in a moving train. It was all because of tiredness, weakness, and fear. He sat on a bench on the platform with his small bundles beside him. He was very hungry. For 2 days he had eaten nothing but some peanuts and a piece of jaggery. Suddenly, he heard a rough voice calling him. He saw a girl around his age. She was wearing a long banyan. Velu stared at her vacantly. Then that girl asked his name. She guessed rightly that Velu had run away from home. Jaya even realized that Velu was hungry. She told him that he won't get food sitting there. The name of the girl was Jaya and she was a rag picker. Velu thought she was his only hope, so he followed her. The two came on the road. The girl helped him to cross the road. They walked along the side of the road. There were huge signboards above them. The writing was all in English, so Velu understood nothing. They showed that he did not know English. Then they walked for a long time. The girl pointed out to the one building with the wall around it. Velu read the Tamil sign on it. It was Central Jail. The girl told him to be careful if he wanted not to be inside the jail. Velu told her that he hadn't done anything wrong, but Jaya told him that it didn't matter. After walking for an hour, they stopped in front of a big building. The signboard on the building read, Shri Raja Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam. Velu could read it as it was in Tamil. Velu looked at the huge hall and the crowd of people inside. He asked the girl if they were going to eat there. The girl ridiculed him. Then she led him to a garbage bin behind the hall. The girl picked up a crushed banana and offered it to Velu to eat. Velu was shocked. He asked if they were going to eat the leftovers, to which Jaya replied positively. She gave him a vada to eat. He was disgusted, but also too hungry to refuse. So he accepted the vada. Jaya could find only one more banana which she ate herself. Then again they walked for half an hour across a dirty trickle of water, and Jaya called it Buckingham Canal. There were puddles of water and strange houses made up of metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood and plastic. These were the strangest huts Velu had ever seen. They were made up of all sorts of things: metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood and plastic. To Velu, these huts looked strange because in his village the houses were made of mud and palm leaves. Jaya dumped her sack outside a hut and picked up an empty one. She then gave a pair of old shoes without laces, an empty sack and a stick to Velu. She explained him that she was a rag picker and this was the only work that she could give him. She collected recyclable things like plastic, paper, glass, etc. and sold it to Jam Bazaar Jaggu, who further sold it to a factory. Velu hesitated at first, for he hadn't come to Chennai to dig through garbage, but he felt he must do it until he finds a better job, so he followed her with a sigh. Let us now discuss the theme of the story. The story Children at Work throws light on the sad state of children in our country. On one end of the society, we have children staying in posh localities, spending money on lavish toys and food, and on the other end, we have children like Jaya and Velu who face dire circumstances to meet ends. Jaya, who is a rag picker, seems to have compromised with her situation. She appears to be very mature of her age, taking things on her stride. Velu, who has run away from his village, finds him in similar situations. He too compromises with the situations and eats food from the garbage bin. Eventually, he resorts to rag picking along with Jaya. Jaya and Velu are only two children of the thousands that we may find on the streets. They do odd jobs, beg, and even take up criminal activities to meet ends. It's better said that we must do something to help these children. The least we can do is think about these young souls when we throw away that last bite of chapati, or even when we leave the tap flowing or the fan switched on for no reason. These little things will definitely benefit the society in the long run. So it is well said, life of little ones are destroyed when child labor is employed. So stop child labor. Thank you, children. Stay home, stay safe.